YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, we got off from work. Yeah, we're back on creating content now. So yes, it's been a while, guys. A lot of things have happened within the week. So I heard the new OCG and TCG ban list came out. No Master Duel ban list at the moment, so that's kind of weird. Usually they release it within the week of the 22nd or like in the third week of the month though. But now we don't have any. So probably, or my expectation for this is they're gonna release a ban list similar to the OCG, but they're just gonna release it directly on October 1st because I think October 1st is the one for the OCG as well. So fingers crossed if we will have that one as well. If not, then this is gonna be a really annoying bit for the next month alongside newer contents plus the new tier 0 deck for Malice, which is kind of well, it's really bothersome in a sense because it feels like tier elements all over again. But I think it's way better now because at least Malice can be stopped with Lancias. But anywho, so a couple of things came along within the week, or the past week. So TCG ban list, we're not gonna tackle that because seeing from the ban list itself, it's just basically like a new revamp or a new meta that's coming in for the TCG. That's why they have a lot of cards being hit in the ban list here. More importantly, we're going to talk about also the OCG ban list and then the newer format or the new Yu-Gi-Oh card or the new Yu-Gi-Oh card game, which is Genesis. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the ban list first for the OCG. So this is in relation to the newer meta that is in the OCG, Draco Tail, K9, and Vanquish Soul. So they're also Yummies as well. So they're hitting some of the significant cards as well for those cards. Evo Swarm, Ouroboros, I think this is for the Ryzeal. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please tell me in the comment section below. But I think I saw this most of the time for Ryzeal decks rather than some other decks. I'm pretty sure of it. But anyways, yes, I think that's Ryzeal or Heraldic archetype. So that's typically it. Obedience School, basically Yummies at this point on. So, important stuff as well. We have Vanquish Soul, which we haven't gotten new supports yet. Probably by next month we'll have it. Fingers crossed. I really want to use the new Vanquish Soul cards as well. K9, we actually made and tested this deck out way back when K9 was still in its infant stage for the OCG. We actually tested the deck out. So it was kind of good though, having to react with cards activated in graveyard or on hand. Primarily, it is reactive to hand traps at this point on. So that's pretty good. At least you'll have extra bodies that you can summon to the field, and level 5s or rank 5s can be easily summoned to the field. So I'm expecting this to be in the game, hopefully by next month or the next month. Sorry. Then we have Draco Tail. So they actually limited this one as well. Pretty good. Also, we haven't gotten that one in Master Duel. I know it's kind of annoying that Master Duel is very late when it comes to the newer cards. But I think there's some of the newer cards in the OCG that was directly added into Master Duel as well. And haven't touched the TCG. And then we have the Eclipse Wyvern. I'm pretty sure this is for a form of FTK that was used before. I'm pretty sure of it. But I forgot what. I think I tackled this one, or I researched this one before. But, I forgot. But anyways, hopefully we can test this one out if ever this would be back into the game. I'm not sure if this is going to be like very consistent though, but let's see. And then semi-limits for the Yummies as well, another K9 card, and then the Sangen Kaimen on 2 copies. So 1 copy in Master Duel is already very frustrating to see. Or yes, because Tenpai is a very frustrating deck. Then Astrograph is on 2. We already got 2 copies of this as well for Master Duel. Baldrake is on 3 for Master Duel. Emergency is on 3, I think. I think so, yeah. And then we have, this is quite interesting. So Raid Soft is on 2 now in the OCG. I think it's 1 in Master Duel. So if this goes up 1 number or 1 copy, so I think this will be pretty good for Kashtira's, making this part as an engine as well. So having to increase the attack and defense of the monster, plus, of course, you can search out a Kashtira card is kind of good though. And the unlimited cards, we already got this on 3, Griffin on 3, Jet on 3, Goblin on 3 as well. It was released way back. Emergency Teleport, it was on 3 way back. And Mass Change. So irrelevant to with regards to Master Duel, but so much relevant to the OCG. So hopefully we'll have this similar like diverse hits to the archetype or the meta for Master Duel for the next month, if ever. Because actually, it is very annoying now, currently in Master Duel, having to see the same old decks all of the time, actually. Even with the WCS and the Duelist Cup, you'll see the same decks all over and over again, that you'll just see those cards. And I think people are just running like anti-meta decks currently, and I've seen them a couple of times just playing those type of decks just to stop those type of decks. I think it's a wrong turn for Konami to even release the Ignister cards without hits to the Malice archetype. And I know Konami won't, or Master Duel won't even hit the newer cards because they are still like a month old in the game. Hopefully they'll hit one of those cards, man. But anyways, that's the OCG ban list, and I'm just ranting out some frustration that I got from the game. But yeah, I think majority of you guys already have the same, similar like frustration with regards to Master Duel currently. But anywho's, that is the OCG ban list. And then we'll talk about the Genesis, or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis. So this is a new format that has been created by Konami to cater the older generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is mostly with XZs, fusions, rituals, and synchros. So no links and no pendulum cards or pendulum monsters. So let's go to the official site here. I think this is more interesting here to see the cards here. But you know, I think it's basically the same. We're just going here because there is a new ban list as well. So this is all the cards that has their points updated. So these are the 4 rules for the game. So no links and pendulums for the game, which is kind of good. So it's just roughly all synchros, XZs, and whatnot. So that's pretty much like 2011 to 2013, my feel of the game, where yeah, I came back and it is pretty good. Standard Forbidden and Limited list is not used. I think that's gonna change once the event or the new format is gonna be released, and it will cause a lot of problems. As of now, they are still like testing the waters with regards to the new format, whether or not to to remove some of the cards as well. And what I mean by that is, if you might look into this corner right here of the video, right here, I saw this in Instagram. So this is one of the decks that people created with regards to Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis, as you might see here. So this is one of the decks that people created. So if you might notice that there are like numbers on the top right corner of the card, or left corner of the card. So these are the points of the card if you use it in the deck. And the ones without any numbers are basically like cards without cost or point systems. So you can still freely add them into the deck, and you can play them willy-nilly. So this is an Exodia deck, as you might see here, and practically Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity is accessible within this deck. Also Fiber Jar as well, as I've seen some of the cards or some of the cards that has a point system. I saw Fiber Jar. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's here though. Let me see. Fiber Jar. Yeah, Fiber Jar's here. And on 30 by a crazy number though. So anyways, back to the Exodia cards. So 2 copies of each: the head, the right arm, the left arm, left and right foot or leg. Then every card that allows you to draw is all here. So Pot of Greed, crazy as it is, on 3 copies and still accessible for the game. And yeah, it doesn't really matter with regards to the extra deck, but goddamn, this is a winning deck right here. So what are your thoughts on this deck? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people already made like crazier and stupid decks out there that allows you to like win automatically. I'm pretty sure, especially on a new format like this or a new game like this, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make a crazier deck than this. But anywho's, those are it. Oh yeah, let's continue. So deck construction uses a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. So as you might see here, this is the point value of the card on the right corner. So each card has a point system here. So most cards cost 0 points, like you saw earlier with the Exodia parts. 0 cost as well. The total point cost of cards in your main deck, extra deck, and side decks combined. So, and then the standard point cap, as referred above, is 100. I'm pretty sure they're gonna like increase this one further along the line. Because I think, for me, I think 100 is very small. What are your insights regards to the point cap for this? Do you think that they will increase this one later on? Because I'm pretty sure that this is just too small. They're just testing the waters with just 100 at the moment. And if ever along the line that they're gonna change it, practically they're gonna increase this point cap. But events can be run with any point cap or even 0 point cap. Officially, tournament stores can set their own caps. Oh, that's pretty good. At least their own stores can actually assign a point cap for their tournaments. That's kind of good. Even so, that's still pretty nice. But anyways, these are the cards that has their own points or assigned points at the moment. Yeah, a lot of cards are on 100. But yes, that is basically Genesis for you guys. So last topic that I'm gonna talk about here. So anyways, it's been a while since I've like created content for the game of Master Duel. I'm gonna create another like deck profile other than Master Duel, because annoyingly as it is, Master Duel isn't enough, and most of the time it's really boring to play in Master Duel, especially on a format where you'll see the same old decks played like every time. You have Malice, if not Malice, you go Ryzeal or UC Ryzeal. Although there's some other like diverse decks as well other than those two decks, but even so, it's really boring to see most of them. WCS was kind of good though, but it was kind of boring seeing the same deck all over again. And I think that's not just me. I think majority of you guys already have that same feeling to it as well with regards to Master Duel. Especially now that, you know, Malice has newer supports that can play if ever your opponent drops a copy of Lancer. They have Ignister supports now that can work their way with the graveyard. And it is, yeah, it's still unstoppable in most cases. But anywho, that is a bit of an insight that I've been experiencing for Master Duel. That's why most of the time I played OCG cards or OCG decks for the MD Pro. And I played some Dota as well, just to free myself with some other unstressful times during my off-work schedule. But anywho, that is basically it for today, guys, or for this time. Hopefully we can upload more contents within the week or before the week ends. That's it for today. Keep safe, good luck. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Goodbye.